I'm gonna show you a video about this game Kahoot that's being used in schools, and it has many features. So I'm gonna show it to you.
The basics of Kahoot, and maybe give you some tips and pointers on what to be able to make the Kahoot a wonderful Web 2.0 tool for your class. Right now, if you want to be able to sign up, then you would go to getkahoot.com and then click down here at the bottom to get my free account. Now, you would select what role you are and then be able to insert your username, email address, and password. Since I already have an account, I'm going to go ahead and sign in so that way I can show you what the Kahoot dashboard looks like. Now, on the Kahoot dashboard, you can have an option to be able to choose between 3 different types of Kahoot quizzes that you can make. You can make a quiz, a discussion, or a survey. And just for engagement's sake, I love to be able to create quizzes. So the quizzes the kids love, I'm going to go ahead and title it. And then after you title it, then you just go ahead and click on Go. Now, this is where you'll be able to add in any type of question that you would like. You'll see that you can change them to points questions. You can also change the timings of them. And in changing the timings of them, it depends on how many answer choices you have, how long your answer choices may be, and same thing with your questions. Here's where you'll be able to either add or subtract your answer choices. 4 is your max, and then obviously 2 would be the least amount of answer choices that you can have. I would recommend to be able to have a place to where you would have your question and answers to where you can get to them easily. I have a study stack right here, so I'm going to copy it from my study stack. I'm going to go in and be able to paste my question. I want it as a points question. I'll have it at 36. And then I'll be able to choose a file. And so I can choose any kind of picture file that I would want to be able to add. And then I'm going to add some options. And as I add my options, down here you can see where it says incorrect or correct. I'm going to go ahead and select incorrect for the one that I know would be the correct answer. So that way I can change it as the icon down here at the bottom. Now, if you have multiple questions, you can delete a question. You can also go in and add a question. And that's just basically how easy and simple to be able to set up Kahoot. I'm going to go ahead and click on Next for my settings. And I'm going to adjust my settings. So obviously, I've got one question. It's super easy. And it's only got 2 answer choices, so I'm going to set it on beginner. I can also select which language that I would like. I'm going to leave mine on public just in case anybody else wants to search through and find them. And hopefully, you think it's as fun as my students do. My primary audience, I can also set in description and tag it for easy search optimization. Right here, I'm going to set a cover image so that way they can see something as soon as they log in and I launch my game. Click on Done, and now I'm ready to be able to play. It's that easy and that simple. You can share it with anybody if you would like, especially if you're team teaching. I'm going to go ahead and click on Preview, and this is what the students will be able to see. This is what, over here on the left-hand side, this will be posted on your board or projector that you may have. And then over here on the right-hand side, this is what the students will see when they go to kahoot.it. So I'm going to set some of these games, and so normally game settings. And on these game settings, I normally choose to show the pin throughout, so that way anybody can join in late, and also like the lobby music as well. Randomizing the questions is great, especially if you're playing the same quiz back to back. And then you click on Launch. This is what students will see or audience may see to be able to participate. They're going to go to kahoot.it, Kahoot, and then as they go in, they're going to load in on their game pin. And when they enter in the game pin and click on Enter, they'll have the option to be able to choose anything. For posterity's sake, let's go ahead and make it quick, but the students can come up with fun ones. And now, since it's the only person, I'm going to go ahead and join in. Depending on what kind of pictures you may have, it depends on how it sizes it there on the start screen. But you will see that it has the timer over here. I could actually just skip through it and see how many people have answered it. But this is what they'll see on the screen, and this is what the students will see on their device. All they have to do is match up the symbol and the color that is the same. And they want to do it as quick as they possibly can. You can get up to 1,000 points for each question. And it'll also tell them what position they're in, and if you've got multiple people playing, it'll tell you who you're right behind as well. You could end the quiz show at any time if you needed to, so say the bell rang and you need to move to next sections. then you could do that as well. Or you can go ahead and just click on next, and it'll take you to the next question. The top 5 normally show here on the board, so that way anybody can find out what position they're in and if they may be following somebody that is real close up here onto the board as well. I'm going to go ahead and click on end, and you can be able to see how many that you had correct, how many points you ended with, and be able to go on the next one. At the end, this is a way to be able to assess how well you were able to put together a Kahoot and how engaging it may be. And that way also it works in some of your searches as well. So I can say how fun it was, did I learn something, and would I recommend it to somebody, and how do I feel after taking it. And normally that's what the students are, somewhere around a 4 or above, and they normally recommend it. And only the ones that are super competitive and they were sad they lost are the ones that normally have the sad face. So anyway, that's Kahoot in a nutshell. I hope you enjoy it, and I can't wait to hear some of the stories about how engaged your students may be. Well, have a great day.
Well, now you saw the presentation. I'm going to show you what I have done in Kahoot. I have already my account, and I have done a game already that I want to show you. I did it with a quiz, and this is what I have. I'm going to click here in my games. And I'm going to click play. I have joined my own game. You see here my name, as you will see the names of all your students here. And I'm going to start now with my game. And it's called Las Estaciones y el Tiempo, as I'm Spanish teacher. And here is how it's going to look. How do you say what is the weather like today? So it's all about how long they take to answer the question. Once it's answered, it will say how many answers they are. I'm only one, so this is what it shows. I got 783 points. So you click again next, and here's the next question. How do you say it is very hot? And then of course it all depends on how fast you do it in your iPod or your iPad, and immediately you will have the answer and also the points. The points are different depending on the time it gets. Another feature I want to show you, and this was done by another video for another teacher, is what happens when you have finished all your game and what you can bring up for the kids to do. So let me show you this piece that's very important. Let's have it here.
Tool for teachers. When a quiz has been taken, for example, I gave my students a quiz this week on long division as part of a review for their test. And you can get the results of the game in a download, and which makes it really easy to view the results. So I can see who got which questions wrong, and I can analyze the data to try to figure out how I can better teach those students who missed several of the questions. The discussion and survey features are also fun and very easy to figure out, pretty self-explanatory. And that's pretty much it. I hope you give Kahoot a try. I have been finding it's a very helpful tool in my class.
This feature, as you can see, gives you all the names of your kids and how many answers they got correct, their scores, and of course you can see who is missing, or if everybody missed the same questions, where you have to enforce it. And I think that's very important for us teachers to do our formative and summative assessments. It gives us very easy and really the second that we finish the test. Another very nice feature of Kahoot is that they have these public Kahoots already made, and you can of course look at them. They might have something that you can use, and you can copy for your class, or even just do a little changes so it fits what you are giving for class. There are many apps out there for you to choose, and I invite you to do that and look over. Today we see this one, but of course you can see whatever it's better for you. Thank you, and I hope this has been illustrative and helpful for your classes. Thank you.